As I stepped into my car and closed the door, a shiver ran down my spine. It was a moonless night, and the darkness seemed to envelop everything around me. I had always enjoyed the solitude of a late-night drive, but something felt different this time. An eerie sensation filled the air, making me question my decision to venture out alone. I started the engine, and the familiar hum of my car provided some semblance of comfort. I told myself it was just my imagination running wild, that there was nothing to fear. But as I merged onto the deserted highway, an unsettling feeling continued to gnaw at the pit of my stomach. The road stretched out before me, its asphalt seemingly endless. The only source of light came from the dim glow of my headlights, illuminating the path ahead. The trees on either side of the road cast long and twisted shadows, appearing to reach out for me. A sense of foreboding settled in as I drove deeper into the night. My hands tightened on the steering wheel, and my heart quickened its pace. I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched, that unseen eyes peered at me from the darkness. The silence in the car was deafening, broken only by the sound of my own racing thoughts. As I continued down the desolate highway, a flicker of movement caught my attention in the rearview mirror. I glanced back, but there was nothing there, just an empty stretch of road swallowed by the night. My pulse quickened, and I tried to convince myself it was a trick of the light, that I was alone on the road. But the sense of being followed persisted, growing stronger with each passing mile. Shadows danced at the edge of my vision, darting between the trees. I felt a chill run down my spine, as if an icy hand had grazed my neck. Panic began to consume me, and I pressed harder on the gas pedal, desperate to escape whatever unseen presence haunted me. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the darkness, standing in the middle of the road ahead. I slammed on the brakes, my heart leaping into my throat. The figure was cloaked in tattered garments, its face obscured by shadows. I could barely make out its form, but its presence was suffocating. Fear gripped me, rendering me unable to move or speak. The figure slowly raised its arm, pointing a bony finger directly at me. My breath caught in my throat as its eyes, two piercing orbs of malevolence, locked onto mine. Time seemed to stand still as the figure's muffled whisper echoed in my mind, sending chills down my spine. A surge of adrenaline jolted through me, snapping me out of my paralyzed state. I quickly shifted the gear into reverse and maneuvered my car frantically, desperate to escape the looming figure. The tires screeched against the asphalt as I sped backward, narrowly avoiding a collision. As I drove away, the figure remained in my rearview mirror, watching me with its haunting gaze. The night seemed to grow darker, and I couldn't shake the feeling that the figure was still there, lurking just out of sight. I raced home, my heart pounding in my chest, and locked myself indoors. The night had forever changed me, leaving me with a deep-rooted fear of the darkness and a lingering sense that I had encountered something beyond comprehension. To this day, I can't help but glance over my shoulder when I drive alone at night, forever haunted by that nightmarish encounter on the desolate road.